have too much cash on hand, but
All
hey,
right, Poot. All right, Poot. Thanks
yes.
for hearing me out.
Verständnis Fortici is not the red button you know ski. Kisaski Koinski. Yeah. See if you like that now. Them apples, as you say.
Poot, Poot? I'm getting stuff on my screen now. This doesn't look good, buddy. This does not look good. Okay.
Yes, I tell you that, but you should told me earlier because now triggers automatic response. Nothing I can do now.
Poot,
Nothing.
I thought you were good for this one thing. I helped
Good,
with your.
but it's automatic response. That's we kept telling you we have automatic response and you don't listen.
It was an accident, Poot. I mean, my daughter
Accident,
was in here.
accident.
I don't know how she got my keys. I really don't.
Yeah, well, accident, accident, but how many times we tell you don't? I mean, I have no control now. She's gone. It's already. I see them going now.
You know what this means, don't you?
Well, it means that I don't can't take my vacation in Crimea now. That's all it means.
Well, not only that, but China gets to take over the world. Okay. And it's your fault because you have some silly auto response feature on your nukes.
Don't worry, China. Don't worry, China. When our responses, we go every place. You think we just have missiles coming to Washington, D.C.? They go every place.
No, but not to China. China's your buddy. I know that. They're on your back.
Not so much, buddy. Not so much. Yeah, Peking goes to it's just like Washington, New York. I'm really sad Seattle though, because I like that needle. I always want to go to Needle, Space Needle. Too
Yeah.
bad can't go there now.
Maybe the CN Tower will still be standing after all this is done.
You know what stands, it will keep standing as Leaning Tower of Pizza. Why worth it? Yeah. It's not worth it. Who cares?
Yeah. You didn't send a nuke to pizza?
We send no, we don't send anything to Italy because it's
You
why
know what?
bother?
You're about to kill my 5-year-old. It just does not seem right. I'm gonna have to I gotta go. I gotta get up in Air Force One and see all this from the air. So
Yeah, good place to be because you don't want to be in Washington. Take family with you up there. Why just take the whole family. Better idea.
so
I gotta go now because I got helicopter waiting for me.
if I see you in the friendly skies,
Friendly skies have united. Yes.
it'll be the last thing you see.
Okay. See you at Skylab. Do
All right,
Spidania.
all right, Putz. I mean Poot.
Yeah, do Spidania, capitalist pig.
Yeah, dose lasagna to you.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Because you so it's go. Oh boy.
Couldn't
Oh
take
boy.
one for the team. Okay, folks, you missed the first half of our accidentally launching nukes at Russia. But you caught the second half.
It was the accident. Just an
It
accident.
was. It was the president's 5-year-old somehow got the president's keys and the admiral's keys.
Permissiveness, bringing your 5-year-old into the war room, not a good idea, as it turns out.
You know what I heard for our inspiration? I heard permissiveness. Thank you.
Permissiveness.
Permissiveness.
Oh.
I think you should have an abortion, Peggy.
I thought long and hard about this, Carl.
Okay. Poor choice of words, Peg. Unless this one was also from the toilet seat.
You're always facetious. And I know that you probably don't even know what that means.
Sometimes I'm passive aggressive, so that's not fair.
Yes, passive aggressive. Yeah, that's your middle name. PA, passive aggressive. Carl P.A. Gunderson.
Okay, let's get to the point, Piggy.
Carl, I am not having a procedure, period. And it has nothing to do with my period either.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Again, poor choice of words. You're mixing up the whole thing here.
I'm not mixed up. I am definitely not having a procedure.
Listen, I am not supporting this baby coming to full term, okay? Having to send the first three off for adoption was hard enough.
Well, you don't have to worry because this one is not only going full term, it's going extra terms. Yeah, it's coming.
Extra terms, there's no such thing. The gestation period is what it is.
Yes, but what I'm talking about is post-term,
Oh, what?
postgraduate, you know what that means, don't you, Carl?
You're mixing stuff up again. So like the pregnancy though is going full term,
Yes.
but then you're gonna like full commitment after it's born. Great.
I'm going for 50% commitment and you're going to be 50% commitment, which makes 100% commitment for this wonderful love child.
The mother, a love child of somebody's, okay, of
Oh,
somebody's that you
now here we go.
graciously, what do you call it? You call it
I'm
service. You service some young man somewhere, and
how low can you go? How low? That's disgusting, Carl. You know that I've been totally loyal to you. And that's beneath you. Come on, what do you? I mean, it's so easy to prove that you're the father. So don't even like
well,
consider that.
we're gonna do it this time. I mean, I wasn't the father on the first three.
That was a different story.
Okay, so you turned over a new leaf. This is my first child in 23 years.
Well, I don't know that. You might have children with other people. You may have, Carl. I
That's
don't
not
know.
part of that's not part of this. We're not talking about those other people right now.
Well, I am.
In you.
What do you mean we? It's such a paternalistic, chauvinistic attitude. We are not doing this. Screw you, Carl. What do you mean we? I have my own decisions. I can make my own decisions. Don't say we.
And yet you only have 50% commitment. And what kind of mother has 50% commitment to her child?
All mothers.
No. All mothers are 100% committed to their children.
So fathers have no commitment. Is that what you're saying?
No, they just have additional commitment. They're just the icing. You know, if they're lucky.
Additional commitment. Oh, here we go.
If they're
Just like-
lucky,
yeah, just like your
all the
discussion.
chips in.
Yeah, your discussion of infinity, which went nowhere at our
Okay,
last
listen, I
class.
did not broach the subject of infinity, okay?
Yes, you did.
I was just trying to correct the course.
We were having a lovely dinner with Mark and Andrew.
Okay.
Mark and our friends Mark.
They are a lovely couple who clearly love each other. Not
They
like
do.
us. Not like us. We have to rehearse a script when we go over to someone's house for dinner.
Mark and Andrew, and they're so, they're so sweet, and they adopted a child from Romania, which is so wonderful of them,
It's
They
great.
adopted a child.
It's great if you want a little vampire.
Oh, you are so mean. I can't believe it. They're so nice, you know?
No, they are sweet. I agree with you on that. It's one thing we agree on. It's
Yeah,
Mark and Andrew,
yeah.
ideal couple.
Yeah, and Andrew is just, his teaches physics, and you have to like always one-upsmanship everybody. Like you know more about physics than Andrew. It's kind of pathetic discussing infinity with him. It's like,
Well, listen, he stops at classical physics. I mean, like I hate to break it to somebody, but Newton doesn't have the final say in physics. Okay, not anymore.
well, okay, well, yeah. So you're smart. You know a lot of stuff, and anyway, But
Yeah.
Mark was like he was getting really embarrassed. He embarrassed him because
Oh,
mm, anyway.
yeah. Well, I did go a little bit too far at the
Well, you have to. You have to. He's really trying. He was breastfeeding, and how hard that is for him. He feels so uneasy about breastfeeding.
it's yeah. Now, that's a tough one. That's but you know what? That's his road to hoe.
Yes,
He chose to go that route.
yes.
Um,
I just feel so sorry for him because it's not natural, of course, but he's just wanted it so bad.
just sometimes you got to go with what works. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sometimes you got to go with the things the way they are and not try to reinvent the wheel.
Yes. Well, we're just digressing. We're going around in circles as usual. Um,
Well, it's easier to talk about Mark and Andrew than it is to talk about us.
yes. Yeah, that's true.
So
But anyway, so um, I'm gonna, like our therapist told us, I'm being straightforward, honest. I'm letting everything out. I'm not holding back. I'm doing it with a clear conscience and without rancor, because rancor is not good. And it's just like straightforward, Carl, I'm having the baby. It's just simple, right? And then we discuss it.
so you're having the baby.
Hmm.
We're discussing it.
Yeah.
It's too bad that we didn't have this a little sooner. We could have given it to Mark and Andrew, and they could have saved a trip to the Iron Curtain. Um,
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Steel Curtain, which
Yeah.
you know it's Pittsburgh.
Well, I wouldn't even consider. I mean, that's not even out there. It's not even a question. I want to keep this child
It just
and raise this child and have the experience of having a child and going through the whole thing from birth through, you know, babyhood and childhood and teenagehood and adulthood, the whole thing. I mean, imagine that, how wonderful that's going to be.
well,
You're
you
going to
remember.
be able to, if, and it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl, because either way, you can take the child, whether it's a boy, to Little League. I know you like your baseball and your golf and stuff. You can take, if it's a girl, you can still teach her how to play baseball.
You're already 46. I know this is
Yes, and
you're a
why?
medical marvel. You're a medical marvel.
Yeah, and think of all the wisdom we have.
I know, but think of how old you're going to be when the kid's in college. Okay, like what kind of wisdom are you going to be having then?
Well, I'll have a lot of wisdom because I'll be 68 when they are in college. That's another thing. You know, I, I really don't want to impose any stereotypical,
I suppose.
ideas like gender. I
You
mean,
know what?
as far as I'm concerned, the child is they. No
I'm gonna,
gender reveal.
Peggy, just I'm gonna have to drink on this. I mean, sleep on this. All right, so just give me a couple minutes. So I'm gonna need a couple. Well, I've slept on it. And the answer is no. I'm not having it.
Well, it's not up to you.
Well,
It's
I think we're gonna have to switch to 100% commitment from you, and 0% commitment from me. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see the world. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finally just go see the world. It's what I've been. I mean, how long can I be manager of Piedmont Avenue Ace Hardware?
I am so disappointed and so surprised at your lack of responsibility. It's appalling, it's just appalling. Anyway, the therapy did not even make a dent. 2 years of therapy and you're still like a puree.
It's
whatever that Peter Pan thing is.
yeah, I think it's
Peter
pure.
Pan.
I think it's pure or
Or
pure.
pure. Yeah.
Pure,
Anyway,
pure.
you're Peter Pan. You just want to fly out and go to your little island of lost boys or whatever it is, and just have fun and get in sword fights and chase crocodiles. I mean, you've never grown up. It's just
I mean,
it's pathetic. It's pathetic.
you know, like just out of the blue, you decide to like have a child all of a sudden, and just
Oh, it's not like you didn't have anything to do with it.
well, that's what you say. I mean,
Oh, come
I
on.
want if you just keep refusing the amniotic fluid DNA test, but that's what has to be done.
Well, that is really unhealthy. I mean, that's like putting me in danger, and I'm not going to put myself in danger.
I think it's worth the risk. I mean,
I told you that I would be willing to go to Mrs. Reynolds, the psychic, who would determine if it's your child. She can contact the soul of the,
oh, for Christ's sake.
yes, she will contact the embryo inside me and get the answer. Mrs. Reynolds.
You're going to contact the embryo or the soul? Like, which one is it?
The living entity, which is currently inside me, that is our OUR child. It's part you. I mean, how can you even consider the idea of destroying
It's just that you've been
something that's you and that's ours?
you've serviced so many men in the past. I just having a hard time wrapping my head
That
around.
was my job. Gosh,
Still,
you knew that was my job when we got married.
you also did a lot of extracurricular stuff you didn't have to do.
That's research. I was, I took my job very seriously. And I was always careful. And you agreed to it at the beginning. You thought it was sexy. You liked the idea.
Well, I mean, you're a professional.
Well, yeah, I'm really good.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, you were P of the month like 3 times in a row that year. So it just seemed right.
Yeah. Well, we're still getting residuals from my films, which
You don't have
helps.
to bring that up. Like you don't have to rub that in my face every time.
Well, it's, I'm a, I have a lot of fans, and I hate to disappoint them. That's why I set aside time. And I answer all of their their mails, their emails, their snail mails, all that.
Whatever. You know, that's just it's crazy, you know. You're not Chassis Malassie anymore. Those days are over.
Well, Chastity Malassie exists in the cyber world. Never. That's beautiful. It just will never end. Really. And I want our child to know about all that. It's part of our history.
Boy, full disclosure.
Full and absolute disclosure.
You've gone. You get more liberal every day. I can't even keep up with you.
I'm not liberal. I'm a. That hurts when you say that. I'm not a liberal. I'm a libertarian.
Well, it's just that I mean,
Libertarian. It's completely different.
where I come from, I mean, there's no such thing as full disclosure. It's need to know.
Well,
if it's life and death, then okay, maybe you need to know.
Well, okay. So you made a transition from being a Navy SEAL into Ace Hardware, and you're using those skills. I love that you're using your Navy SEAL skills. When people come in and they want hardware, you know so much about hardware and bolts and all that kind of stuff. And
Listen, neoprene washers are just so underrated. Like nobody knows about them, but they are 100% leak proof for years, lifetime guarantee.
yes, and so I respect that. You have a lot of skills, and you chose to you chose to be a peaceful man. That was the ceremony we had at Big Sur, where I agreed that I was, for our sake of our relationship and marriage and a new direction, I was leaving my occupation and my business, giving up all that money for our sake, and you were giving up the danger that you were in with your clandestine operations and having a normal life with, your father's franchise on Piedmont Avenue, Ace Hardware. I mean, it was really nice of him to encourage that, and I'm so grateful because now I know you're coming home every night. I know that you're not going to give me one of those calls. Hun, can't tell you. I'll be back in 2 months. What's going on? I can't tell you. I'll be back in 2 months. All those were just great. Those were great. I don't even know. Still don't know what you did.
Can't tell you. It hasn't been 50 years yet.
To go.
No, I appreciate it. I know there's some hardships for you. But what about the hardships for me? We go to get Big Sur to get married, and middle of the ceremony, you run off to an Esalen workshop.
Oh, it's so great. So important. I do everything spontaneously. That's why it was such a
Yeah, like getting pregnant.
Like you have nothing to do with it. Jeez, my niece.
I mean, I had to wait for you to say your wedding vows like 2 weeks later when you got back from your craniosacral therapy, whatever the hell that is.
Oh, that was so important. Oh my God. It opened up. I had to have chakras opened
Mm.
and not just one.
I thought chakra was one of the invaders from Mongolia. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we both owe a tremendous debt to Rami Shankar, because Rami Shankar in those 2 weeks really, with his exploration of my soul and my body, was able to just open up whole new worlds to me. It was just incredible. And
Wait. Wasn't he the guy in Temple of Doom with the Shankara stones?
I think he did have a part in that. Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's something. That's something.
It's how it is in the valley when we do these films. Everybody knows everybody. He was like, he was probably in some of my films as well. I don't remember exactly, but
I don't. I don't think he was in Lube the Chassis. I don't think he was in
no.
the Prince of Chrome.
No.
He was. Wait a minute, Prince of Chrome. I'm not sure. There was that fortune teller.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
So, how about
it's
it?
all so sudden. This is all so sudden.
Well, I'd like to just phone Madam Mrs. Reynolds and get started with the seance so we could contact the
Well,
our child.
It's just, what if the soul is my child? What if it's a soul child, but it's not my DNA child? What about that? We have to do both. We have to. What if I go see the world until the baby's born?
Oh, until the baby's born. Yeah, okay.
Baby's born, boom. DNA test.
Oh, no.
Baby right there. They have to give it shots and everything anyway. Might as well scrape a little DNA while we're at it. A little swab. I'll be back as soon as the results are in.
Well, I would prefer another alternate, which is having a blood test conducted by Running Springs, Chief Running Springs of the Arapaho.
Uh-huh.
He will do a wonderful blood test for us, and we can both, go into the tent of eternity, the sweat lodge, and just sweat it out.
It's not the baby's real blood, though. I mean, it's
No,
just,
it's your blood and my blood.
we know that that doesn't say anything about the baby, like the baby could be from Mars,
Oh, it's so crazy sometimes. You just pull stuff out of the air. Oh, by the way, I'm getting a feeling right now. Oh, wait, the baby is talking to me.
Oh, okay.
I can hear the baby.
Wait, why don't I take notes? Why don't I be Jane Roberts scribe with that? I'll just take notes here. Okay, you spout.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so sweet.
So sweet.
What this child is a genius.
Child's a genius. Oh, wait, what's the
They
child?
are just a genius. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Um, oh, really?
You need to say what he's saying also. Like,
It's
just
not he. Okay.
is she?
It's they.
Oh no, I'm not having a day, baby. That's the last thing I'm having.
It's they.
No, like it's already liberal. Like it's
Not liberal, it's libertarian. Libel. No, it's
it is
liberal.
it is libel. This is crushing
Okay.
my whole um
Okay. Oh,
identity.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Um, well, okay. Um, wow. This child is incredible. Would you believe that this child is just yearning for the sea? Something about seals. Mm, hmm
It
hmm
wants to be a Navy SEAL.
I'm not sure it's a Navy SEAL or if it's just a seal.
SEAL.
Hmm.
Bathroom faucet SEAL or
Oh, a seal. Oh, I get it. Ceiling, the ceiling, the room, the ceiling, oh, huh, interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's definitely your child. Definitely.
why? What's this thing about the ceiling?
Well, they are very powerful, and I think would certainly be a great you know um, physical specimen like you. Mm.
Oh, well, just how about a direct question like who the father is of the embryo?
Okay. Mm. Oh. Oh my God, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're the father.
Oh, you seem surprised.
Me?
Yes, you
I'm not surprised.
seem surprised.
Oh well. Hmm. I'm just happy.
What's the thing about the ceiling? Like, is it going to live on the ceiling? Is it a spider?
Oh, don't be crazy. Ceiling. What is it?
Is it
Oh, I get it. Seal. Oh no, sealing. Seal. A ceiling. Seal. Sealing the relationship. I get it. The child, they are the instrument to seal our relationship for eternity, timeless. We're connected through eternity, infinitely. I always thought that. I always knew that we had a connection that was timeless. I think that I had, that Reynolds also, she, she intimated that you were Mark Anthony and I was Cleopatra, just for your information. Go way back. You were Mark Anthony, the great warrior, and I was Cleopatra, ruler
By the way, it's
The most beautiful woman in the world, according
it was
to
Mark Antony. Mark
Mark
Antony.
Antony. I thought it was Mark Anthony.
I've always felt like Mark Antony.
Well, there you go.
By the way, you said something funny earlier. You said clandestine. You know, it's not like Frankenstein. You know, it's clandestine.
Oh,
Destined operation. I mean, it's not clandestine.
oh,
You know, I mean,
yeah, okay. Well, rub it in. I didn't go to college, you know. I wasn't like you.
well, you went to the school of where you only had to know one letter 3 times. That was X.
I learned more on the set in Santa Ana
mm,
than most kids learn in 4 or 5 years of college. I'll tell you that. I was exposed to some of the most brilliant people in Hollywood, you know, just directors, producers, cinematographers, oh my God, the writers, the level of writing in some of my films was, you know, they talk about Tennessee Williams, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of that was just brilliant. And you didn't have to memorize it either.
and I think it was really just that Santa Ana film that really was your best film, I have to say. That one could have just been straight dramatic and didn't even need the the handsy janitor or the butt padding mechanic or any of those guys.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's where I got the Best Actress award in Vegas, you know.
Yeah, you were the best P actor that year, actress.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Well,
It's yeah.
I'm very, very proud of it, but at the same time, I'm, you know, I don't like to play it up. But I am proud of it. I
Yeah.
don't throw it in people's faces, if you know what I mean.
Sure, no, it has it's kind of hard to throw that when you throw that title around, people don't get it, you know. That's why I just call it the Santa Ana film. I mean,
Yes.
its real name is just,
Yes.
I mean, it just has a poor image. It just leads to a
Yeah.
wrong image in the mind. Mark Antony, huh?
Yes, you apparently, well, you had a lot of wonderful lives. You were always a warrior.
Yeah,
You've always been a warrior in all your past lives. It's just who you are.
yeah,
Mark Anthony.
sure. Yeah. I didn't. I've never lived this long. To be honest, I've never lived this long. Yeah, usually dead by now. So I'm just. I think that's it, babe. I'm struggling here. I feel like a really.
That's your wanderlust, but the wheel of karma has turned apparently to the point where you're released from the warriorhood to being the father, the teacher now.
Is this that uh, juxtaposition with Jupiter thing you sent me last week?
You read it? I'm surprised.
I read Jupiter. I mean, I've always liked Jupiter, but that's as far as I got.
Yes. Well, Jupiter is aligned with Mars.
Ooh, Mars, Mark,
There you go.
and Mars, the god of war.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew and Mark are just fascinated by all this stuff. My knowledge of astrology and my spirituality. We have long conversations sometimes. Well, not with Andrew because he's working, but Mark and I. Mark is breastfeeding, and I'm so in awe of that. I can't wait to when I can breastfeed. It's coming.
When exactly are you due?
Excuse me, honey,
When are you due?
in 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes,
You're not even showing.
I know. Isn't that amazing? I just, my exercise regime, I just, you know me, I just have to keep in tip top shape. And you love that. You love the fact that I have a,
Need-
I like that I'm 30, that I'm 36, 25.
I have one little. Every time you bring up your exercise regime, you really have to stop exercising with the Sandinistas. You do. It's just, like I know their YouTube videos are amazing, but just get a routine, okay, and drop the regime. It's all. It's just, I think I get to ask that.
Isn't that amazing, hon? I know the Sandinistas, and they're so fanatical. It's hard not to just appreciate how tough and hardworking, and their workout regime is just great.
No, I mean, nobody's workouts are tougher and higher energy.
No,
Yeah, I get that. I mean, they should have stuck to exercise. Okay. They could have given. They make Richard Simmons look like he's standing still.
oh, please, yeah, no. But
But
this
they
is
didn't
all,
do it. They had to go and get guns next. They're like they thought who they think they were, like Rajneesh people. You know,
they're sweet. They're just wonderful, sweet, and just fanatical as all get out. And it's just such a pleasure to, when they exercise hard. When they revolution hard. They just do, when they have fun hard. They're fun loving.
oh, they're fun hard. Yeah, that's good. That'd be a good series. Maybe we can get Bruce Willis to come back and do fun hard.
I love your sense of humor. Yeah, all your seals are all like that. Just
So
one minute you're
Seal,
laughing, and the next minute you're killing somebody.
well, it's all in a day's work, honey. So seal the relationship. An interesting choice of words, don't you think?
Mhm. Seal the relationship.
I,
A
I
lot of
just the thing is, forever is a mighty long time. I mean, this isn't Scientology, for Christ's sake.
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up, because I'm hopeful that you'll join me as my next adventure in Scientology. I made the commitment. I signed up already.
They wanted me in Sea Org. They're like, we need a few good Navy SEALs to scrape the barnacles off our ships. It's like, okay, that's hardly the use of a Navy SEAL.
Secret, you know who's my sponsor and loves all my films? Tom Cruise. He's sponsoring me. He wants to totally, guide me, be my counselor, be my big brother, so to speak, through this whole Scientology
Big
experience.
Brother is right. Yeah, Big Brother is right. Sure it is. Well, the next time you see Short Stuff, you tell him to mind his own effing business. Cut to Air Force One and the Chopper Khrushchev one. I can see you out my window, Poot.
Oh, there you are. Hello, Mr. President, Mr. President.
Hold on, I can barely hear you on speaker. Let me just this old thing. This thing's from the 70s, for Christ's sake.
Our missiles are all from 70s, and they work perfectly.
Yeah. Well,
Our missiles run on 8-track system.
okay.
Totally bulletproof. 8-track. You tried to crack that one, my friend.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Should I shoot you down right now on your slow ass banana chopper thing? What the hell?
It's Sikorsky. We invented helicopter, after all. Everything you do, Apache, that's nothing.
I
We were
don't
the
think
ones that invented Mr. Sikorsky. Comrade Sikorsky invented helicopter.
an Apache helicopter can hit 283 miles an hour, okay? Your
Yeah.
thing can carry a house, okay? That's its claim to fame.
Yeah. Yes, we have biggest helicopter in the world, bigger than aircraft carrier.
No, it's not bigger than our new carrier, okay? You haven't seen it.
Yes, but ours is made of armor-plated Soviet steel. Nothing can penetrate.
What, your helicopter?
Yes,
Well, you haven't seen the new M9600. Um,
I don't want to see because it doesn't make any difference. Missiles are headed towards Washington, D.C.
no, but
Seattle.
you haven't seen the M9600 Clinton surprise. I'm sending one to your way right now.
Okay.
Let's see how bulletproof your baby is now, huh?
I'm waiting.
Okay, well, pretty damn bulletproof. Pretty damn
Yes.
bulletproof. Let's try the armor.
Stop this nonsense. Stop this nonsense. At this point, this is all irrelevant as I see mushroom clouds forming both televised from Moscow and Washington, Seattle, and Leningrad. They're all in pass now. So how about you and I have a cocktail in Havana?
Yeah, I think Cuba's too close to Miami, don't you?
Okay, well then how about Panama City?
Panama City.
Yeah.
All right.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
Okay, Rio de Janeiro. Come on.
No, I don't want. No, I don't like Brazil. They get too kooky over there.
I love Brazil, the dancing girls.
No. Let's do too wild for me. Let's do
County Cork, Ireland. That's still there.
no. You never know when the Irish are going to erupt into another civil war.
Boy.
Let's do Montezuma. You have an old map, don't you?
Yes, we have Rand McNally maps, complete set. I have.
But I don't want any of your llama half and half in my espresso like last time.
No, we don't have that anymore. All the nuclear waste went into bombs.
All right.
Just think, American president, Soviet premier, having cocktails on Montezuma Monument in Mexico City.
Well, you're calling yourself premier now, huh?
Yeah.
You'll always be second to me.